And here come the teams, the Swedish officials leading them out, with Wembley's new protective tunnel there to stop missiles being thrown at the players. But what we need tonight is for England's footballers to throw everything, in a legitimate way of course, at the Finns here in this World Cup game. It's a night when England must not fail, a night when they have a golden chance to succeed. And once again the fans have given Don Revie and his team their fullest support, singing now Land of Hope and Glory. Another big Wembley crowd, and they come in the hope that England can now take a big step on the way to Argentina in 1978 with a handsome victory here. So what, I wonder, has this crowd in store tonight? Well, now let's take a check on the two teams for the game. England with no late scares. It means that the attacking side named by Don Revie on Monday is now poised for work. 4-2-4 with Ray Wilkins and Trevor Brooking. The two men really have got to sort things out in the middle of the field. And Kevin Keegan, Mike Shannon, Joe Royle, Dennis Stewart, even more important, they're the strikers who've got to strike hard tonight and with great accuracy. So much then for the England side. What about the amateurs from Finland? And since England beat them 4-1 in Helsinki in June, they've twice conceded 6 goals to Sweden and to Scotland, but they got 7 themselves in another World Cup qualifying game against Luxembourg. A mixture there of students, accountants, teachers, a couple of firemen, and England must sweep them aside tonight. If that is to happen, it is, as I suggest, down mainly to men like Kevin Keegan, England's captain again here tonight. To Mike Shannon, one of Europe's most dangerous strikers. And to Dennis Stewart with his pace and his hunger for goals. It also promises, of course, to be a busy night for the Finnish goalkeeper Goran Enkelman. He's a PE teacher with gymnastics his speciality. The referee tonight is also a Scandinavian. He's Mr. Eriksson from Sweden. So the Finns kick off, attacking the goal to our left. A night when England have got to come hard for them. This is the big sweeper, Makunen, giving the first touch to the 27-year-old Enkelman, 1975 Footballer of the Year in Finland. Thompson winning that well in the air. Keegan. And now the first touch for Stewart. Keegan again, a bit of space down there. Had a fine game in Helsinki. Stewart again. A little bit of pace there with the number 10, Heiskanen. A little too casual. But a throw to Finland. Dennis Stewart. Obstruction there, and the referee will want to have a word with Heiskanen, the number 10, for that rather crude challenge on Dennis Stewart, giving England a free kick and giving Joe Royle on this near side of the penalty area, maybe with a chance to get in with a header now. Shannon's lined up there too, big Phil Thompson has come up as well. And an early breakthrough would be priceless for England. Brooking hesitating. Men running off the ball and played very wide there. They hoped to pick up Todd, but knocked off the head by Ranta. Here's Todd again. There's Ranta. And Makunen going in with a header. Thompson. The Finns have got a lot of people back, and England must have expected this. Brooking. Brian Greenoff. Ray Wilkins. Almost a very good ball, but cut out well by Heiskanen. And now the Finns breaking quickly out of defence. Heiskanen on the far side, number 10, but a throw to him. So a first touch for Ray Clements. Keegan hopeful of getting onto this one. Well, I'm surprised he was allowed to go by Heiskanen as far as that. Here's Dennis Stewart. There's a dangerous looking cross, and Shannon almost got in there with it. Wilkins calmly back to Greenoff. Now Shannon, look at the space there. Keegan not quite able to get there. Knocked away by the sweeper, Makunen. Tremendous volume of noise coming up from Wembley as England get a corner, which Trevor Brooking will take. Royal poised on this near side. Beattie has come up as well for this one. Brooking with the corner, hurled right in there, poured away for another corner by goalkeeper Enkelman. So, more pressure on Finland in these opening minutes. Keegan trying a backward header, and another corner. Keegan just brushed in with the header there, but in fact Heikkinen it was who eventually put it behind. So Brooking again, a little wider this time with that one. Phil Thompson there with a header, and Joe Royle, and Stewart! Well, did Royle's header go in, or was it Stewart? It's a goal for England in the first 5 minutes, precisely what they wanted. Here's Brooking's cross. Phil Thompson was in there, Royle there as well, handball on the line. Stewart putting it into the back of the net. Good piece of refereeing allowing that to go. The defender clearly handled it on the line. When Royle's header went in, the number 5, Ranta, and Stewart made sure. And I'm sure that on this night of all nights, England just want to get on with the job. 9 minutes gone. England, a goal to the good, scored in the first 5 minutes by Dennis Stewart. Thompson with a long cross towards Joe Royle. There's the head, there's the shot by Brooking, and somehow Vikele got in the way. Stewart having a tussle there with Jantunen. Brooking, another delicate cross coming in. Royle wanting to be there first with a header, just over the back of the goal. Brooking's crosses, which worried the Finns all the time in Helsinki, are already causing trouble here. A beautiful cross, Royle ducking in with a header, just over that Finnish crossbar. Todd with a header, Keegan, Todd, Ranta for Finland. Phil Thompson in first, Shannon. A touch for Keegan. Well, Ranta got the better of him, but a throw to England. Todd. Hit in towards the near post. Brooking gliding it on and nodded behind for another England corner there by the number 3, Vitila. Dennis Stewart with it. Joe Royle again on the far side. They're hitting these long balls towards Beattie this time. Too high for him though. Jantunen, the number 6, can bring it away for Finland. Brooking. Nice touch. Good run by Greenoff too. Brooking again. Wilkins has gone up into an attacking position. Brooking got problems with his own there. Again, the referee not worried about a little bit of physical contact, giving the game every chance here at Wembley tonight. Oh, in came Shannon quickly. Vitila too slow. And that's another corner for England. So another of these corners. Keegan trying to turn it back, but in fact the number 8, Toivola, was there. Jantunen. Oh, and Keegan taking it up again. Good challenge there by Phil Thompson. Keegan turning it back there. Shannon lining it up. Well, that must have brushed off another Finnish player. It's another corner for England. Point of fact, it was a very good chance for England as well, after Keegan's very good work, really boring into that Finnish penalty area. Brooking's corner, Keegan's header. Stewart again. Oh, deflected that time off a defender. The goalkeeper nowhere, and another corner to England. There really is no doubting the firepower and the intentions of this England side tonight, and Enkelman in the Finnish goal knows all about it. Stewart again with a corner, hit towards the near post. A backward header by Keevan and Enkelman's catch. Jantunen, well, a very slack pass out of defence. So it's Greenoff, one of those runs of his. Brooking. Again, the lovely cross, Shannon! Well, good save by the goalkeeper. Dreadful marking by the Finns. Again, a lovely cross by Brooking. He's getting some beautiful ones in. Look at the marking there. Shannon, a free header. Good save by Enkelman. Jantunen. Patalainen. Oh, there's a gap almost appeared there too for Heiskanen. Heiskanen. Nieminen. Phil Thompson now. Wilkins. Greenoff. Sweeping it here to Todd. Free kick. Brooking with it, quickly taken, trying to catch them all out. Keegan's header, about a yard and a half wide. Free kick that was taken quickly enough, almost to catch the Finns out. And Keegan again got virtually a free header in there. Suomalainen back to his goalkeeper. Greenoff. Royal finding a bit of space there. Todd. Good play by Todd. Keegan's on the far side, but the whistle, the flag in fact was up way before Brooking got the header in. A lovely move here, Todd putting the cross in, but there's the offside. Indeed, it was against Keegan. A good decision again by the linesman. Keegan. Wilkins. And now Phil Thompson. Shannon. All turning well. On the far side is Stewart. Down with the header. Good save again by Enkelman. Getting plenty to do tonight, this big 6'3" Finnish goalkeeper. Nice cross by Shannon. Stewart up so well on the far side. Suomalainen, but Stewart there to stop him and to nick the ball away from him, but the other defender there, Vitila, got in, but here's Beattie. Oh, complete misunderstanding there. Jantunen trying to get Heiskanen down that right touchline. Wilkins there for England, and a throw to England. Well, the linesman clearly pointing that a throw to Finland. So Heiskanen with the throw for Finland. Nieminen, Wilkins diving to get it away. Keegan hoping to get in there first. But Suomalainen's pass going gently through to Clements. Well, Jantunen put on his backside on the track there by Beattie, but still coming back at Brooking. But Brooking's got the pace, and there's the cross, and a good save again by Enkelman. This goalkeeper at the moment, a little bit of a thorn in England's side. Beautiful play again by Brooking, and a lovely controlled cross under pace, and a good piece of goalkeeping. Wilkins. Thompson. Plenty forward for England, but just as many back for Finland. Tuitt on the far side. Certainly he's got the beacon of his fullback. Corner given. Well, England will dearly want another goal before half-time, and there are 6 minutes to the interval now as Brooking takes his corner. But Juntunen will get it away for Finland. Oh, a slip there by Big Phil Thompson, and Nieminen is away. Now here's a chance for a Finland equaliser. Brought down right on the edge of the box there, and a free kick to Finland. A tremendous run by Nieminen inside his own half, taking it into the England half. Thompson trying to get back. Clements coming roaring out. A foul there on the Finn, and quite properly a free kick given. So can Finland now produce something that will be really a shock to get back on level terms? They need to pierce that England wall, and Ray Clements behind it. Heiskanen, the number 10. Akunen, the number 4. And Toivola, the number 8. Aiming the walls, not back 10 yards. A tricky, dangerous moment this for England. Toivola hitting it straight at the wall and then hitting the rebound over. It's the first time, of course, that England have had a week's build-up for a World Cup game like this. Akunen back to his goalkeeper. But the Finns also have had the same. They had no league matches last weekend either. Toivola. Akunen. Little touch again to Suomalainen. This is Viitala. You can almost see the confidence in this Finnish side growing at the moment. It looked in those opening 5 or 10 minutes as though they might be swamped. But they pulled themselves together with a tremendous amount of courage, and they've kept England at bay very well ever since. And they've made 1 or 2 breaks that have stopped 1 or 2 English hearts. And as Don Revie has said all along, there's no such thing as an easy game in the World Cup. He likened this Finnish side to a good, well-organised 3rd division team. Well, they've shown that they're pretty well organised. They've brought so many people back to defend, and England at the moment have lost their way in terms of trying to find a way through. And it's Finland who can take it up again with Toivola. Padalainen will chase this one. Clements roaring out of his goal. Referee signalling to both his linesmen that there's 1 minute to go to half-time. Todd. Forward again for Shannon. Ranter's with him. Goal kick. So here comes Finland again with Toivola. In fact, having seen the game in Helsinki in June, England are having a tougher time of it here than they did in the match away from home. Well, the England players often say that it's more difficult to play at Wembley than it is to play away, but certainly they've had tremendous encouragement from the crowd tonight, and the conditions are absolutely perfect for them. Ranter with that chest away. Toivola. As the whistle goes for half-time, really just a satisfactory first half for England after that brilliant start with that goal by Dennis Tuitt inside the first 5 minutes. And a certain amount of dissatisfaction maybe in the crowd as well. And England go trooping off knowing that they must certainly add to that score in the second half. So Dennis Stewart's the only goal of the first half. A half-time score in this World Cup qualifying match at Wembley then, which is England 1, Finland 0. We'll be right back with you with the highlights of the second half. Welcome back to Wembley then, as this second half of this World Cup qualifying match is just underway now. England attacking the goal to our left, leading by a goal to nil, and no beating about the bush. They really must add considerably to that score in the second half. The Finns really closed up and began to play well after being overwhelmed in that first 10 minutes or so, and have shown a good, nice touch. They've defended well, but England also have lost their way. They seem to be running with the ball so much, as they were getting the ball into the Finnish penalty area so early on in those opening 10 minutes. Let's see if there's a change of tactics in this second half. Shannon right up there, Keegan right up there, Stewart hopeful of getting in, but Enkelman, who's handled everything so cleanly. This big goalkeeper. PE teacher and a gymnast. Here's Heikkinen to Jantunen. 45 very important minutes for England in terms of whether or not they're going to qualify for the World Cup in Argentina. A good big score will do so much to help them on the goal difference when the final tally is taken, and do so much for their confidence as well when they face Italy in Rome next month. There's the man they've got to beat. Makunen to Viitala to Heikkinen to Vola. Having quite a tussle there with Brooking, and Brooking penalised, a free kick to Finland. But a very good first half hour for England, Trevor Brooking. A free kick now to Finland, which Viitala will take. Jantunen. Heikkinen stopped there well by Brooking. Now Beattie. Nicely played ball down there, but it's a throw to England. Off Viitala, Keegan with it. Shannon. Long ball across the field there, Stewart, a lot of space there for him. Wilkins with a long shot, but well wide. Notice Don Revie on the bench on the far side, crossing and uncrossing his legs, and nobody can be more frustrated than he by England's failure to add to that one goal. Suomalainen now to the number 10, Heiskanen. Padalainen's gone right through. Here's a chance now. Nieminen, he scored! Nieminen has scored for Finland, and that's a real disaster for England. Well, they've been getting better all the time, but this was a shock that nobody expected. Good play here by Heiskanen, and a little toe poke there by Nieminen, just inside the post. 1-1. Here's the number 10 doing all his good work. And just look how slow England were to close in on him. Heiskanen, who played such a big part in that Finnish goal. Greenoff having quite a tussle with him, and Heiskanen again. By heavens, it took Phil Thompson, that dependable defender, to get right across there and push it away for the corner. This fella Heiskanen, very dangerous indeed, and that was the push away there by Thompson. So a corner then, which Jantunen will take for Finland. Padalainen on the far side, aiming for him again. In fact, he got his head to it. Royal there for England. Throw to Finland, which Toivola will take. Heiskanen. last time the Finns won away from home was away back in 1974 in Norway. Although, of course, they had a really excellent 0-0 draw a year later away to Italy. But here's Keegan. You might think that's pessimistic talk, but the Finns certainly, after that first 10 minutes, have given as good as they've taken. Royals header, now Shannon. Taking them on, but running with the ball. It looked like a handball there, but still Shannon. It's in there! And it's Joe Royle who's put it there. Well, England needed to come back so quickly from that reverse at the other end, and Joe Royle now has tucked it into the back of the finish net. Shannon, it looked as though there may have been a handball just there, but Shannon went on and the Swedish referee allowed him to. Good play by Mick Shannon and a good, well-directed header by Royle. From behind we see it again. Shannon getting almost to that byline, squaring it back. Royle's header, 2-1 to England now. Padalainen just getting in there and getting in well. To Avola now. Padalainen on this side of the field. That was deflected away for the corner. So a quarter of an hour now, the second half gone. England leading by 2-1, Tuitt and Royle. Nieminen having scored for Finland. And it looks like they're going to take, yes, they're going to take Nieminen, the man who scored the goal. He's coming off. And Esa Heiskanen, the brother of the number 10, about to come on. No, it's the number 6 coming off. Not the number 9, it's the number 6, Jantunen. So 2 Heiskanens on now. Both firemen, I'm told. Punched away that time by Clements. Here's Asa Heiskanen. His first touch. And not a bad one either. And it'll go for a throw to England, right down by the corner flag. Wilkins. Thompson. Keegan. Lovely bit of close skill there by Keegan. Flicking this pass now for Todd. On for Brooking. Well, that wasn't far off. Took it on the turn, all in one movement, but about a yard too high. Phil Thompson. And now Colin Todd. Here's Beattie. Just getting through to Keegan. Greenoff. Bit of a gap opening up there for Brian Greenoff. Letting one fly from a long way out, and as well for Enkelman that he got down quickly. Really took the law into his own hands there, Greenoff. Saw the gap, made good use of it with a good shot. 2 England players going for that one, Wilkins and Greenoff. And giving it to Finland. Here's Tuvola. Makunen. It's Makunen again. Oh, Todd, back header, giving it away again. And it might come through. Yes! Oh, what a great save! A great save there by Clements from Asa Heiskanen. That was slackness again in the English defence. He hit that beautifully, and what a good save by the Liverpool goalkeeper. Well, that was Todd's error, but was very nearly punished. Joe Royle right back there watching the big number 4, Makunen, sweeper who's come forward for this corner. Again, they hit a deep one. Keane is right there. My goodness, it very nearly went in again. That time through Heiskanen. And England in a bit of trouble there. Greenoff trying to get it away. Keegan trying to make his presence felt. And in the end, it was Suomalainen behind for an English goal kick. But very nearly conceding a second goal there. Aki Heiskanen. Very, very close to giving England a very unpleasant surprise. Now it's Brian Greenoff. Again, England looking a little lost coming forward, and at times very, very shaky at the back. Certainly so far, unless England in the last 25 minutes can find something a bit special, not a performance they can be proud of. Here's Greenoff. Free kick. Suomalainen leaving his leg there. And the referee calling, I thought for a moment he was going to call the big Finnish midfield man to him. This is a challenge coming up. Yes, it was a bit late, wasn't it? So a free kick to England. I wonder if they can manage anything from this range. Beattie, Brooking and Keegan all around it. And one Finnish player about 5 yards only off the ball. Keegan playing it for Beattie, lining up a shot, a good long one, but more in hope than anything else. Kevin Beattie. Todd. Wilkins. Brooking, a bit of space. Ready to go at the Finns. Oh, but a bad pass. Now away comes Heiskanen. It's Aki Heiskanen to Nieminen. Well, he's got one goal already. A little bit of skill there, and he might get another one. Oh, and it took another good save by Clements. And the ball not over for a corner. Well, that's a couple of times in this second half that Clements has really had to come to England's rescue there by just nicking that away. But now Shannon forging his way to the other end and winning a corner for England. And now England want to bring on their substitutes. Number 10 and 11 are coming off. Trevor Brooking and Dennis Stewart are going off. And Mick Mills, nearest us, and Gordon Hill are coming on. I can only think that that means that Mills will go into the back four and that Greenoff will go into the middle, into the midfield. So Stewart is going off. Don Revie there in the light raincoat. I would think a very worried man. Having a word there with Stewart, you saw Brooking coming off as well. The crowd not at all happy with that decision. But they're glad to see Manchester United's Gordon Hill on and Mick Mills. There's the corner. It'll come straight through to Wilkins. Chipped in once more by him. Kevin Beattie! 3-1. Well, the change worked wonders for England. No, not given. Not given. No, an offside given. The goal doesn't stand. The referee was pointing dramatically towards the centre. An offside decision. Mick Mills. Gordon Hill. Now the crowd are looking for something from him. And he's giving it to them. That's not a bad little cross. They're all slipping over, except for Todd, and he's wide. Chance there for England, made for them by Gordon Hill. An electrifying little burst by him down that left touchline. There he goes, chased by Esa Heiskanen. A nice little cross. They're all slipping over, and Todd roaring in, but putting it wide. Well, Gordon Hill could still be the man in the quarter of an hour that remains to lift England out of their doldrums. The referee at the moment talking to one of the Finnish players. I think it's Toivola he's talking to. In fact, they're bringing on a substitute. They're taking off Suomalainen. And they're bringing on Purko. The number 16 Purko is on. So all the substitutes have now been used, 2 by each side. Here's Proko, only 21. Playing it to Toivola. Back for Toivola again. England's throw. Wilkins. Played in for Shannon. Well, he always meant to go for him. And that was Heiskanen, the number 10. The intention was pretty clear to see there. No chance whatsoever of getting that ball, but he made sure he got Mick Shannon. And it very nearly went into goal. Greenoff. Beattie in. Wilkins. Keegan again, space ahead of him, but the blue shirts are coming back quickly once more. And they take it off him. Still running with the ball and not passing it. And anyone who thought that maybe Finland as amateurs might grow a little tired as the game moved on towards its final stages, well, they too have been disappointed. The Finns have looked a very well organised side indeed tonight. But you can't help feeling that if England are going to be a power in the world, they've got to demolish sides like Finland along the way, and that they haven't yet been able to do tonight. But there's Royal with the cross, too far and too high for Shannon. McMills gamely trying to get in there, winning it well, having a fair old tussle there with Ranta. Free kick to England. Ranta not happy with that linesman's decision, but don't really think he can argue much about it. McMills with the free kick for England. As we come to the last 5 minutes of the game, Mills dinking it in there. Keegan with the backward header. Royal desperately trying to get in once more. And a goal kick. Haven't seen very much of his head work tonight. Handball. Very young man, this Swedish referee. He looks as though he must be in his early 30s, but he's kept a very good control on this game, Mr. Eriksson. Royal up with his head again. That looks a bit better. But even then it wouldn't come out to him. McMills blasting one, but always going over. Well, they've come in their tens of thousands to Wembley tonight in the hope of seeing an exhilarating England performance and a few goals into the bargain. And by now, in these last 5 minutes, they'll begin to wend their way back down Wembley way. Pretty disillusioned. The reckoning will be in the months to come when the goal tally is added up at the end of this qualifying group. Here's Keegan. And that time he didn't play the advantage, when alas it was right at the foot of Gordon Hill. As we come to the final minute of the game. Keegan back there for Wilkins, wide of the goal kick to Finland. And I doubt if there'll be time for England to mount another attack. It looks as though they're going to have to be satisfied with 2-1. Wilkins way off the mark with that one. That's it, it's all over, and it's a disappointing night for England, and a few boos coming up around Wembley. Don Revie leaves the bench, England trudge off the field. Finland beaten only by 2-1. The goals coming from Tuitt and Royal, Nieminen having scored for Finland. That will be a very disappointing night for English football, and the reckoning might well come for Don Revie and for England in the months to come. He's got a lot of work yet to do with this England side. We're going to take a short break, and after that break we'll be hearing from Don Revie on this latest England performance. We shall be hearing from Jack Charlton and from Alan Mullery as well. Stay right with us.